Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'll be doing for you a first impression review on this new Maybelline Superstay 24-hour full coverage foundation, and the shade I'm gonna be reviewing for you is 0.5 light beige, which I know is gonna be a bit too pink for me, but when I was buying it in my local Superdrug store, they had only like 5 shades available to buy, and the next shade up for it with my kind of undertones was too warm. I knew it's just gonna be definitely too warm, but when I checked online, Superdrug's got at least 10 shades available to buy, so I'm thinking maybe at Boots or bigger Superdrug stores you will have more shades available to buy. This foundation is meant to give you full coverage, which it's meant to suit all skin types, and it's meant to give soft matte finish. We shall see about that. And just before I go ahead and start with applying this guy, I want to let you know I have dry skin up at my nose area where I tend to get a bit shiny. I used to be like dry everywhere else, but I think as I gotten a bit older my skin changes. So yeah, dry everywhere else up at my nose area. Anyway, let's just see how this guy works. I have already primed my face with Smashbox Photo Finish primer moisturizer thing. It's got a bit of it's definitely on the thick side. Oh wow, it is definitely full coverage. Like, look at that. Alright, let me just keep going. Wow, wow, wow. And this is really full coverage. And yeah, it looks quite like a good match on the camera, but I can see it's tiny bit too pink. It did blend pretty good. It's just, as looking at it, it looks like matte finish. Full stop matte finish. The foundation is pale, but not commenting about the color, it looks still quite matte. Looks nice. I know I was meant to go and build it, but I don't think I need to really, because it really covered everything well. All my redness, you can see my dark circles are absolutely gone. So I think, I don't know. Okay, I just apply tiny bit just on this area of the cheek when I always get redness on that side, and see whether that builds nicely, but I don't think you will need to even build it up, because as I said, it covered so well already. Just literally like a small tiny bit. And let's just see. Well, I'll just zoom you in so you can see how it looks a bit more up closely. That's how it looks for full coverage, and as I said, pretty matte finished as well. So let me just, I don't know. So I've just put that little bit on my cheek, and it applied nicely, blended up nicely. Doesn't look cakey, but I highly doubt that you will want to top it up again, because as you can see, it is pretty full coverage. It doesn't seem to settle in my fine lines, and let me just, it seems tiny bit tacky, and there's literally a very small amount of transfer. Yeah, very small amount of transfer. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and let the foundation set. I'm gonna apply the rest of my makeup so I can give you my thoughts how the foundation works with the rest of my products. Hi guys, so now it's been about an hour and a half since I've applied the foundation. As a first impression goes, my makeup was applying good. I've done a bit of a cream contour, and I found it to blend a bit harder on top of the foundation than on any other foundation I used. It might be because now looking at the finish, it looks a bit not dry, but it does look a bit on it's like kind of turning into a powdery finish, but not in a bad way. Okay, yet anyway, it looks like that powdery matte finish. It has gone a bit darker since I first applied it, but not a great amount darker, just tiny bit. It still looks too pink for me in real life. It looks good on the camera, but it does look a bit too pink still for me. But I think I will still get away with wearing it when it comes to winter times, because I can be a bit paler than I am now. So I think I will get away with it, wearing it further into the winter. It has settled in my fine lines, but really small amount. It has. I've got really fine lines around my smile lines are really fine. So it has settled a bit in there, but not a huge amount. You can't really see it on the camera. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna zoom you in so you can see for yourself how the foundation looks up close. And it is, as I said, still a pretty matte finish. See, I've got a bit of texture that kind of the powdery finish emphasizes it. I know I've got a bit of highlighted that just different way, but if you have a look on here, it emphasized it a bit. Not a huge amount, I'm not really worried about that, but as you can see, tiny creasing on here, but literally tiny, and my forehead. And just so you know, I haven't really powdered the foundation anywhere up, just underneath my eyes, because I want to see how the foundation gets on around my nose area. So what I'll do, I'll probably see you in about 3 hours, I would say, 3 or 4 hours even. So the foundation has been on for about 5 hours now, and I can tell you that the finish looks exactly the same. The coverage is still there. I've noticed that it got a bit dry around my around here and around my chin over here as well. It has definitely settled in my fine lines around my mouth. I can tell you that the area where I get oily looks still pretty nice and not oily. So that's good. So far, I think it's an okay foundation. That's the only thing I don't really like about it at the moment, is that it got a bit dry around here. So this is gonna be now my final update. The foundation has been on for about just over 9 hours, and I must say it has held up pretty well for 9 hours. My oily area has gone a bit shiny, but I've got a feeling if I was about to powder it, it wouldn't be shiny. So that's a plus. It has separated a bit around my chin and my mouth area over here, but not a huge amount, and it still looks a bit dry-ish as it did a few hours ago on my jawline. And the coverage is pretty much there on the rest of my face. I think it is a good foundation. I'm quite impressed with the coverage. I'm quite impressed with how long it held up. Shame I didn't get my shade right, but as I said, I'll probably just, during really cold months, I will probably be fine wearing it. So as I said, the only people that really need to stay away from it is people with really dry skin that have like dry patches, because that will just not look good on you, because as I mentioned, it has a bit of that powdery-ish finish once it sets. So this is how it looks up close. As you can see, I'm a bit shiny here, as I said, but it is because I haven't powdered, and I've got a feeling if I did powder, that wouldn't be an issue. And the settling is still there, but not majorly. Yeah, I mean, my skin, I feel it looks good. So that will be it for this first impression. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and I hopefully see you in my next video. Take care.